Hello, Leo. This is Christelle Martinette, and I'm here with the Moon Love Cycle readings for August. It's all about love, all about love. I'll be starting with a few of the Lenormand cards in the center, then follow up with a circular spread using the Casanova Tarot. Now, the Casanova Tarot is a deck that tends to be erotic at some of the cards. So if that's not your cup of tea, just turn the video off now, and so that will not insult your, at all, not insult you. Let's take a look. Then I'll be following up with the Vida Sibila and crown the reading with a runes casting of the runes. Oh, wonderful, 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 yes and no. We've got the sun. The sun is very strong in this deck, far greater than the tarot. Then we've got the fish and the scythe, the harvest scythe. All right, it's all about love, but it's not going to be, if you're expecting money this month, it's not going to be coming. Also, I have to say that the month is going to be a hot one. It's your birthday month, Leo, so happy birthday to you. But if you're expecting payment, don't wait for that because it may be delayed. Let's take a look at what's in store for you, Leo, in all of the weeks in August. All right, so let's take a look. There is the moon, the Four of Coins, the Ten of Wands, the Page of Coins, the Ten of Swords, and the Magician. All right, now with the Magician, that calls to mind air signs, all right? So you may be involved with an air sign, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And the moon here is a Pisces card, so you may be involved with a Pisces as well. They may be family members, persons of a romantic connection in your life or not, but they are people that roam around you. Now, what I'm looking at is that, first of all, you get the sensation when you come into the month. You come into the month, Leo, and you have this sensation that, yes, I'm so close that I could taste it. You say to yourself, I'm so close, I can get there. They're mine, you know. Now is the time that I'll be able to finally say, we are together. Okay, that's the impression that you get. If it weren't that we live in this, or on this earth, and it's called life, life has a tendency to throw you curveballs and difficulties. That's what life is all about, the ups and downs, the dynamics of life. So what happens after that at beginning of the month, first week, towards the end of the first week, you start to worry that maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not what they expect. Maybe I don't meet their expectations. And you carry a heavy weight, Leo. You carry a heavy weight where, how can I put it? It's as if you are risking it all by trying to seem as if you were something that they could possibly want instead of being yourself. And it's interesting because you know that you have that chameleon-like possibility that if you want, you can will, like the magician, you can will yourself to seeming Prince Charming or that ballerina in their eyes. You say to yourself that I am their desire. I am their desire. So there's this sort of head space playing with you're battling between yes, no, yes, no. Yes, I can. Of course I can because I am, the magician I am, you say to yourself. Now, then you have It's as if in the night, during one night, you get a whisper in your ear that gives you a message that will help you then restabilize yourself in that person's eyes. But then towards the, towards the end of the month, after mid-month, third week, really, you feel like, what am I doing? I feel like a fool. I'm not going to, it's all a head game. What's going on? So you're battling with yourself a lot. But at the end of the month, I kid you not, Leo, is when you really feel this is it. This is it. This is actually what I have been waiting for. This is it, Leo. You say to yourself. Let's see what the Sibylla can add to these Casanova Tarot cards. Okay, well, that interesting feeling when you come in, and that Pisces person perhaps in your life, but that feeling that there's something that could be hidden from you as well, is going to make you go mad, because you feel like something is being taken away from you, being robbed, as if someone in the middle of the night comes to rob that person from your life. And it may be all a bad dream. But you do have the sensation, and it's fear and it's insecurities, that something like that happens. But in the same token, as I said, there is that night, sometime after the mid period of the month, where you do get a download, you do get the messages that yes, it is possible for you to restabilize. There's this yes, no energy. Now, as the end of the week of the first week comes in, when you start to go a little nuts and start to go within and start to heed those windmills of your mind, you then understand that thorough heart-to-heart inner communication is what is useful for you, because it will allow you to emerge with your truths, to again understand, what are those truths, Leo? What are my truths? What is it that I really am? Who am I really? And is it love? Because they're making me go crazy. It must be love. Then that's how you realize that it's the real thing. It's something that is very important for you, because they're making you go nuts. But it's not them that are making you go nuts. You allow yourself to go nuts. I always say that to people. Second week, and midweek actually, here is putting you in a situation of, here again, this low moment, and you get sad because you're thinking, if I were in a position with this person when we had more, for example, we had more physical contact and I had more time with them, that would give me more of a sense of security. And, you throw all these ideas around, but then comes that night, like I said, that whisper in your ear, and you realize what a fool you were, and you need to communicate. You actually need to communicate with that person directly. You need to air your fears, air your insecurities, in order for, because we are not knights in shining armor. All of us are not ballerinas, perfect ballerinas. We do need, life is different. And love is just an energy that makes us completely change our lives. Here I'm looking at the third week, the end of the third week, and going into the fourth week of a sense, there's a bit of jealousy that creeps in, because you're thinking, if they're not with me, then they must be with somebody else. And that you're demeaning yourself, But I have to remind you that this is it, Leo. This is it. Please accept what comes to you. This is it. Accept it, And I can't state that enough. Because sometimes there is a notion that we're not worthy, but it shouldn't be the case for you, because all of the signs are pointing straight to this is it, And I know I might not be making sense, for many of you. But I have this spread here for a reason. They are general readings. And those of you who might be thinking, oh, this doesn't resonate, think of getting a private reading. It will be much more personalized. And of course, it will tune into your energy. The tail end of the month, this magical time, is when you know this is the beginning of a celebration. And that's when you start to feel, God, yes, 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 this actually is it. But it's going to take you the entire month. It's going to take you the entire month, Leo, to get it. You've got to get it. Let me see the runes to see what they can say to our reading. To crown the reading, I've got this on its side. 30 sats, of course. It had to be 30 sats. 30 sats is a very protective rune, and it's luck. But it is strong. It's protective if you can hold it. It's like a warrior's protection. You need to be the warrior, Leo. I've got Isa here. Isa is a rune that talks about a cooling down of a relationship. And it's of your doing. You cool it down for several reasons that we mentioned here. And much of it is to do with insecurities. I do have Lagos here, Brightstay, which means there's smooth sailing the month of August. And it talks of success in learning. And this is how the month I'm looking at it. You use the month, this high and low, and who am I? What am I doing? Am I? No, I'm yes, no, yes, no. Finally to understand, of course, yes, this is it, and it's a learning process. It is a learning process. Now, I've got Fehu here in Merkstave position, and Fehu usually talks of fulfillment, and the fulfillment comes, but it comes way at the end of the month. You sort of, I don't want to say you lose a month, you waste a month, but it's a learning month. So let's say that you have to get to the end before you feel appeased, you feel comfortable about the whole situation, the whole relationship. Here too now, I have Awats. And Awats is a powerfully protective ally, a powerfully protective rune. It is, it's saying to you, don't worry, Leo. Come on, we've got your back. We've got it, Bjork Berkana, and it was Merkstave. Bjork Berkana in a Merkstave position tells you that this is probably not the best time to start a new project, and you probably won't. And it's probably not the best time to become pregnant if you wanted to. Or to start a new romance or a new beginning. But we've got other things in mind, really. So what do we have here? We've got Tyr, and Tyr is victory. Victory here, victory in competition. So if you had any doubt, especially that third week, I said to you, jealousy came in because you thought, well, they probably have somebody else if they're not spending time with me. No, you emerge victorious. Okay, so let's bear that in mind. Leo, let's bear that in mind. We've got Awats. Awats talks about movements, shifts. It talks also about those of you who are interested in changing homes. This is an excellent time to do that. It talks also about gradual development. I'll say it again. Gradual development. So hold your horses. Things take time. We know that. It's going to be a month of learning. We get that. Now I have Otala. Otala is about things that money can buy. You may be consumed. It's like a double-edged sword. You may be consumed by ideals or visions, like it looks, and so you have to temper that, be able to temper that. Then we've got Ingvats. Ingvats again talks about a successful conclusion. Ole! It talks about a successful conclusion and finally relief. There's a sense of relief. It can signal a milestone for you in your life. Then, last but not least, we've got Gifu. And Gifu is literally a gift in RuneSpeak. Talks about a partnership, a very, very important development in a romantic situation, in a romantic relationship. Now, you've got a big month ahead, Leo. Go to it. And join me for the 22nd. I'm going to be channeling Sig, the actor, the Indian actor who recently passed away. Come in to the chat and we'll ask questions individually. Also, right below the videos, anything about your stories. It's always nice to exchange stories. Stories what makes the world go round. And I'll be back. I will be back. It's not a threat. I'll be back. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen, Leo friends. Bye-bye.